Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Johnny Dean Art. I hope that you've been doing good. Okay, so we're going to paint a very nice scene here. I'm using cerulean blue for the sky. Really, this is a minimal palette. I only sped it up just a little bit. Took 18 minutes to do this, and it's pretty much fast and loose. So just to create the sky to give some kind of background, I'll complement the scene here. Nothing fancy. Okay, so I didn't sketch anything, and I tried this the other day, yesterday actually, on my sketch pad. So I took a round brush, burnt sienna, and I'm eyeballing it, right? So this is the top, and this is the bottom, burnt sienna. Eyeballing it. That's like what we do in construction, when I used to do construction and stuff. And on the pool table and other things. And I'm using Prussian blue for the sides. And this is easier than what I thought. I'm not very good at drawing things. I mean, I can. It just takes a little time. Anyways, so with the Prussian blue, about 2/3 up, coming across, and I'm creating the window, got the headlight in, and just off center to the left at the center of the window is where I put where the hood ornament would go, and then I just kind of made like almost a triangle there. So now I'm blending up some colors here. Okay, I've got a little bit of now I'm mixing the Prussian blue with pretty much everything here. I've got crimson red light and Prussian blue to give it more of a purplish color. And I do have on my palette yellow ochre is what I recommend. However, I was running low on yellow ochre to do such a large painting here. So just coming across some of this burnt sienna with some of the blue kind of helps it give it like a faded, rusty look here. I am using black in here, just a touch of black. So, and like right here would be where the tires would go, that's black. Now, in regards to, so what I used instead of yellow ochre was I used gamboge. Now, in regards to the window scene here, you can make it gray, you can make it reflective, but you'll see how I do this. Okay, we're gonna make this car or truck look old. So you normally would want to wait until the paint dries a little better, and before you scrape. So I was using, I don't have an X-Acto knife, otherwise this would have come out a lot better. So I'm using a tip of a razor blade, and I'm scraping in the grill, right? Now I'm pat drying it, just to make sure it's dry. And you'll see how the scraping comes in very interesting here. Now you can lift the paint from the windows if you want to, however you want to do it. What I put in here I thought was interesting. Okay, so with the rusted bumper there, you can add a little bit more blue to it if you want to. Just like spots, just to kind of, give it, like this truck has been sitting in this field for a while. So I put black for the headlights over the blue Now I'm going to use the razor blade again, and I'm just going to scrape in, not real hard, but I'm going to scrape in to give it an impression that the headlights are broke or cracked, something like that. And then I'm going to do the same thing with the windows. And even for the hood ornament here. And just different parts of the vehicle. So putting a little bit more burnt sienna here. Now when I come to the grass in here, to the field, I think you'll like the way I mix the colors. Okay, so this is your basic scene. And I put a little shadow under here that was a little bit too light. But yet you don't want to like cover up the entire, you want to make the vehicle, stick out. You don't want to make it a silhouette. So here I am using some scratching techniques on the window, coming across the center of the hood, just to kind of give an impression that the window's been cracked, and along the sides. I mean, this is metal after all, right? These older vehicles. I love driving down these rural roads and stuff, and you see, such beautiful, what used to be beautiful cars and trucks, and they're just laying in these fields, and, just like the old barns. I love seeing that rustic stuff. Okay, now, this here is actually gamboge mixed with burnt umber, okay? There's no yellow ochre here. It's burnt umber and gamboge. So this is how I'm creating a field, almost like a wheat field. I wanted it to be hot, warmer color, so I can make this vehicle stick out, right? But then I was thinking about it, and I was like, well, I want some foliage in there. So I went ahead and I used the burnt umber with the Prussian blue, kind of mixed it up for the bark, for the tree trunk, for the big tree here. And then with this brush, I'm throwing Prussian blue everywhere. You can use ultramarine blue. You can use different kinds of blues, whatever you want to. And then I was throwing in a pale yellow there. Or it might have been a gamboge. Maybe it was a gamboge. If you use yellow ochre, you'll get more realistic tones. That's what I found anyways. So I'm just kind of going back and forth here. I only sped it up a little bit, guys. Like I said, it took 18 minutes to do. I know everyone's pushed for time. I hope that you enjoyed this painting. Anybody could do this. You could do this. Grab a sketchbook and just fool around with it for a few hours. This is loose and fast, so we're not looking for perfection here, right? We just want ideas. And then we'll kind of blend this tree in, maybe give it a little bit of a shade, or maybe that's just a patch in the ground, using the same color from the tree trunk, the blue, the Prussian blue, and the burnt umber. And then we'll mix those colors and we'll just kind of add some foliage. I want to wish you a wonderful day. I hope that you're doing well. Feel free to comment. Please subscribe and like if you enjoy my videos and such. And I will catch you later. You guys have a wonderful day.